Hey, you sexy monkeys, welcome back to Sky Gene Experience. I just did a movie review for all four of the Jaws movies. Yes, all four of them. So that means it's time to rank them all from worst to best. And we'll dig right into it, baby. So starting with number 4 is Jaws the Revenge. Yes. Shocker. I know, right? The one that went to the Bahamas? Yeah, that one? Yeah. Shocker, that is the worst.
I have just created something totally illogical.
It's really interesting.
You believed in the magic. It happened. Isn't that enough?
Annie, it's more than that. I feel it as strongly as I've ever felt anything in my life. There's a reason.
Go the distance.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
It's more than that. It's perfect.
You're a lawyer, he is your father. You leave now, you will regret it.
I have no choice but to stay focused on what's right in front of me.
Do you believe that America is the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
The fact that the shark goes from Massachusetts all the way to the Bahamas in 3 days to go after a family to hunt a person down. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. This whole family curse thing that Ellen Brody thinks the family has, like they're all gonna die from getting killed by a shark, and the fact that she's having like a psychic vision with the shark, I can't believe this. The screenwriting was just boring. Nothing was exciting. The shark was better than 3, but at times it was just when it comes out of the water. Michael Caine is really the only highlight of this movie, the best butler of all Batman movies. Michael Caine, he really carried that shit for once, and about whatever humor there is in this movie, it's from him. But the humor overall is the fucking movie, my god. And that's why it gets a 2.5 Sky Gene score. I know I said a different score during the movie interview, but when I rank it, this is the final score, because sometimes I think about it in hindsight, but 2.5. Coming in at number 3 is Jaws 3D, and it's not that much of a stretch. Ugh. This movie had something going for it until you see the shark or you see something in 3D. Everything in 3D in this movie just made it terrible. Ooh. Any movie that has a 3D in it, just get it the fuck out. No, man. No. And the fact that you're in Florida now and you're not in your typical Massachusetts states of the first 2 films at Amity Island, that doesn't help at all. By far the worst shark. By far the worst shark. And the fact that they want this shark to be 35 feet long compared to 25 feet in the first 2 movies. So this is 10 feet longer and it looks stupid as fuck. And you barely see the shark too. I do enjoy some parts of this movie, though. I really like the music in this. A lot of times when you're just not seeing the shark, it's a decently good movie. But then once the shark's involved, it's like it's supposed to go high, it's supposed to be better, but you make it worse. And that's why this movie doesn't make it far. And what I mean by that is it gets a 4 out of 10 Sky Gene score of 4. Alright guys, we are halfway through, so that means we are at number 2, and I'm sure y'all can guess it is number 2. Yes, number 2. My franchise is simple, 1, 2, 3, 4, baby. Nothing's gonna beat the original, man, and number 2 is really, really good in my eyes. The casting of the Youngblood, the new people, I would love to party with them. There's some women I would love to hook up with. The guys, I'll go have a beer with them, smoke a joint with them. I want to go sailing with those guys. And the fact they brought a lot of the original people from the first movie, granted Quinn's dead, and you didn't get Richard Dreyfuss back as Hooper. Chief Brody, you have him, and you got his wife back. But it centers on the 2 boys, Michael and Sean. The boys of Chief Brody's kids, but they're more grown up now. They're more kids, teenagers. So, and it deals with a lot of coming of age through their eyes instead of just a straight adult movie, community versus a shark like in the first movie. The director definitely bit more he can chew in this movie, and you can really see they really tried and. I enjoy the shark. The shark was great. The music was great. The cinematography was awesome. It's a good movie. It's a great sequel. I love this. I think I've seen this movie almost just as much as the first, but it's not as good as the first, of course. Lastly, this has a different tone than the first movie, and that's what makes it different than the first one. It's more like a party alive, bright colors, lively music, not as dark as the first one. Overall, though, I absolutely love this fucking movie. That's why it gets a 7.5. A 7.5 out of 10 Sky Gene score. Yes, that's high, and I fucking love this. I would watch this movie no problem. And coming in as number 1, of course, you guys all know, is Jaws. The first movie, 1975, by Steven Spielberg, baby. Nothing is going to beat this movie. Wow, it is one of the greatest movies of all fucking times. You have your best director, the best crew. Your casting, I mean, your main 3 guys, you can't beat the 3, Brody, Hooper, and Quint. They're so lovable. I could get drunk with those fuckers on a boat all day, all night, man. The music by John Williams. He only did the first 2 movies. He made that movie. Wow. The fact that the first movie, they barely show the shark just because it failed a lot, but those are the scary fucking moments. And this is the best movie where it felt more drama, family oriented, just because they had a lot of time on land to shoot because they can't film out at sea because shit kept fucking breaking. I mean, this was a summer blockbuster. It made the most money ever up to this point. It was the first one over $100 million. And when you hear movies about the summer blockbuster, Jaws is the very first one to do it. And that's why it gets a 9 out of 10. It's the same ranking as Halloween 1978, John Carpenter's, but John Carpenter is going to beat this one just a little bit. But they were scored just about the same. They're both 9 out of 10s. 9 out of fucking 10 for Sky Gene scores. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It goes Jaws 1, Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and then Jaws Revenge. Pretty fucking simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, gentlemen. Alright, guys. Franchise is done. I'm moving on to another franchise. I'm excited. Thank you for all watching. Down below in your comments, in my comments, what do you guys think about this? What's your guys' rankings? I'm curious to see between you guys, is my rankings even close to you guys? Please let me know what you guys all think. Alright, guys? Take care. Remember, if you go to jail for whatever reason, don't drop that fucking soap.